The Isle of Skye, a rugged and enchanting island off the west coast of Scotland, is a land of dramatic landscapes and ancient history. Its towering mountains, deep lochs, and picturesque villages create a magical atmosphere. Located off the west coast of mainland Scotland, Skye is part of the Inner Hebrides. Steeped in Gaelic heritage and ancient clan histories, Skye is also home to iconic castles, mystical glens, and legendary folklore that adds to its allure. Stay with us a few minutes as we explore the wonders of the Isle of Skye in Scotland. Fairy Glen. This is a surreal and whimsical landscape unlike any other on the island near Uig on Skye's northern coast. The glen is made up of small, conical hills, grassy terraces, and unusual rock formations that give it a dreamlike quality. The glen's name, though not rooted in ancient folklore, has inspired many myths and legends about fairies and magical creatures said to inhabit the area. One of the most prominent features is Castle Cuillin, a natural rock formation that looks like the ruins of a castle, despite being entirely shaped by nature. Another curious feature often found in the Fairy Glen is the stone spiral, which you'll find at the base of the Castle Cuillin. Has no ancient origins but is part of modern folklore. Many believe that walking the spiral brings good luck or helps connect with the mystical energies of the glen. Some say it's a place where the veil between our world and that of the fairies is thin, adding to the atmosphere of whimsy and intrigue. Another hidden gem in this landscape is the Fairy Glen waterfall. Though small and unassuming, waterfall adds to the magical ambience of the already enchanting Fairy Glen on the Isle of Skye. Nestled in the rolling hills and tucked away from the more popular parts of the glen, this hidden waterfall is a quiet gem. Unlike the more dramatic waterfalls on Skye, such as the famous Mealt Falls, the Fairy Glen waterfall is more of a tranquil, modest cascade. The serene, otherworldly atmosphere of the glen makes it a perfect destination for a peaceful stroll, offering stunning views of the surrounding landscapes and an opportunity to immerse oneself in the island's mythical charm. Trotternish Ridge. Have you ever wondered what it's like to walk along massive ancient landslide? Hiking Trotternish Ridge is the perfect way to get that experience. The Trotternish Ridge is a vast escarpment on the Isle of Skye, stretching over 30 kilometers along the island's northernmost peninsula. It was formed by a massive ancient landslide, one of the largest in the UK, which shaped the ridge's rugged, otherworldly appearance. The ridge is renowned for its striking pinnacles, cliffs, and plateaus, offering some of the most spectacular hiking routes on the island. Trotternish is home to famous landmarks like the Old Man of Storr and the Quiraing, both iconic stops in Skye. Beyond its natural beauty, the ridge is rich in biodiversity, home to rare plant species and birds of prey like golden eagles. Historically, it has been a strategic location for ancient clans, and its paths may have been walked by Norse settlers who arrived in the early medieval period. For those looking to explore Skye's wild side, the Trotternish Ridge is both a geological wonder and a hiker's paradise. The Quiraing. What if you could walk through a landscape that feels like it belongs on another planet? That's the sensation you will experience when exploring the Quiraing, a massive landslip on the northern edge of the Trotternish Ridge. The Quiraing's unique terrain is full of cliffs, pinnacles, and hidden plateaus that shift subtly over time, as the landslip is still active today. The most famous features of the Quiraing include the Needle, a tall, slender rock formation, and the Table, a flat, grassy plateau that was historically used by local clans to hide their cattle from Viking raiders. Hiking through the Quiraing offers dramatic views of the Isle of Skye's northern coast, with the sea stretching endlessly into the horizon. The path, though sometimes narrow and steep, is one of the most rewarding on the island, as every twist and turn reveals new and breathtaking vistas. The Quiraing is a must-see destination that showcases the island's unparalleled beauty and geological significance. The Old Man of Storr. Have you ever seen a rock formation so iconic that it seems to guard the land itself? The Old Man of Storr is perhaps the most famous landmark on the Isle of Skye, a towering 50-meter pinnacle of rock formed by a massive landslide on the Trotternish Ridge. This jagged pillar, with its unique silhouette, has become a symbol of Skye's wild and untamed beauty. According to local legend, the rock is the thumb of a giant who once roamed the area, turned to stone upon his death. The Old Man of Storr has long captured the imaginations of travelers and artists alike, and it has been featured in numerous films, including Prometheus. The hike to the Old Man offers sweeping views of the surrounding moorlands, the Sound of Rosse, and the mainland beyond. The landscape is constantly shifting with the weather, creating an ever-changing canvas of mist, sunlight, and shadow that enchants all who visit. As you ascend the path, you can feel the weight of history and nature's immense power, all encapsulated in this towering figure. Brathairean Falls. Did you know that Brathairean Falls in the Trotternish region got its name because the water flowing over the rocks resembles the delicate veil of a bride? This picturesque waterfall is located just off the road to the Quiraing, making it an easy and worthwhile stop for hikers exploring Skye's northern landscape. Brathairean Falls isn't the largest on the island, but it captivates with its graceful flow, especially after a period of rainfall when the waterfall becomes a stunning cascade. The falls descend over layers of basalt rock, which are remnants of ancient volcanic activity that shaped much of Skye's landscape millions of years ago. As you stand in front of the falls, you're surrounded by the raw, unspoiled beauty of Skye's wilderness, with views of the Quiraing and the wide Trotternish Ridge in the distance. It's a peaceful spot for reflection and photography, perfect for travelers seeking to connect with the island's natural splendor. The Cuillin Mountains. Ever wondered what it's like to hike through some of Scotland's most rugged and dramatic landscapes? The Cuillin Mountains, often simply called the Cuillins, dominate the Isle of Skye's skyline with their jagged peaks and steep slopes. This mountain range is split into two sections: the Black Cuillin, made of dark volcanic rock, and the Red Cuillin, which are softer, rounder, and composed of granite. The highest peak, Skye Alastair, reaches 992 meters and offers incredible views, but its challenging ascent is only for experienced climbers. Historically, the Cuillin Mountains have been a testing ground for mountaineers since the 19th century, with their near-alpine conditions attracting adventurers from around the world. The unique combination of sharp ridges, deep corries, and crystal-clear lochs makes the Cuillin a natural wonder that continues to inspire awe, offering some of the most rewarding hikes in Scotland for those brave enough to tackle them. Glen Brittle. Do you want to explore a narrow valley that leads from the heart of the mountains to the edge of the sea? Glen Brittle is one such magical place on the Isle of Skye, a valley carved by glaciers nestled beneath the towering peaks of the Black Cuillin Mountains. Exploring this landscape will be perfect if you are into outdoors. It has everything from challenging mountain hikes to the serenity of its beach, where the Glen opens out into Loch Brittle. One of the most popular destinations in the Glen is the Fairy Pools, a series of crystal-clear waterfalls and pools that shimmer with shades of blue and green. Historically, Glen Brittle has been part of clan territories, and its rugged landscape has long been revered for its untamed beauty. Today, it remains a popular camping site, with the dramatic scenery of jagged peaks and rushing streams. Fairy Pools. While exploring Isle, if you feels like you need to swimming in water so clear it appears otherworldly, the Fairy Pools are the perfect hub for that. The Fairy Pools, located in Glen Brittle on the Isle of Skye, are a series of crystal-clear pools and waterfalls fed by streams from the nearby Cuillin Mountains. Their ethereal beauty, with waters shimmering in shades of blue and green, has made them one of the island's most visited natural wonders. Despite the often chilly water temperatures, the pools are popular with wild swimmers who seek to experience their magical allure firsthand. But the fairy pools are not just a photographer's dream. They are part of Skye's larger glacial history, shaped over millennia by the forces of nature. The surrounding landscape, with the dramatic Cuillin peaks as a backdrop, adds to the mystical atmosphere, giving the area its name.
Rubha nam Brathairean.
Did you know that Rubha nam Brathairean, or Brothers Point, is one of Skye's lesser-known but most rewarding coastal walks? Located on the Trotternish Peninsula, Brothers Point is a small headland jutting into the sea, offering stunning views of the island's rugged coastline. This area is steeped in history, with ancient ruins and evidence of past settlements that give you a glimpse into the lives of those who lived here centuries ago. One fascinating feature of this location is the discovery of dinosaur footprints on the nearby beach, providing a direct link to the prehistoric past. The walk to Brothers Point takes you through moorland, past waterfalls, and along cliffs, where seabirds nest and wildflowers bloom in the summer. It's a quieter, more peaceful alternative to some of Skye's more famous attractions, offering a sense of solitude and a connection to both the natural and historical wonders of the island. Dunvegan Castle. Did you know that Dunvegan Castle is the oldest continuously inhabited castle in Scotland? For over 800 years, it has been the ancestral home of the Clan MacLeod, one of the island's most powerful families. Located on a rocky outcrop overlooking Loch Dunvegan, the castle has witnessed centuries of Scottish history, including Viking raids and clan warfare. One of its most treasured artifacts is the fairy flag, a mystical banner said to bring victory to the MacLeods in battle when unfurled. The castle's gardens are equally enchanting, featuring waterfalls, woodlands, and beautiful flora that thrive in Skye's temperate climate. Inside, you can explore rooms filled with historical artifacts, paintings, and relics that tell the story of the MacLeod clan's long and storied history. Dunvegan Castle is not only a historical landmark, but also a gateway to understanding Skye's rich cultural heritage. Coral Beach in Claigan. Do you want to walk on a beach made not of sand but of coral? Then you need to visit Coral Beach near Claigan. Located a short distance from Dunvegan Castle, this pristine beach is composed of bleached fragments of marl, a type of red algae that hardens into coral-like formations. This gives the beach its unique, almost tropical appearance, with white coral contrasting against the turquoise waters of Loch Dunvegan. Despite its exotic look, Coral Beach is surrounded by typically Scottish landscapes, rolling hills, grazing sheep, and views of the distant Hebridean Islands. The beach is a popular spot for walkers and birdwatchers, and if you're lucky, you might spot seals or even dolphins off the shore. Coral Beach is one of Skye's hidden gems, offering a peaceful retreat and a chance to experience an unusual aspect of the island's natural beauty. Kilt Rock. Do you know this rock named after a piece of clothing? Kilt Rock, located on the northeastern coast of Skye, gets its name because its vertical basalt columns and horizontal dolerite layers resemble the pleats of a traditional Scottish kilt. Standing 90 meters high, Kilt Rock offers spectacular views of the North Sea and is one of the most striking coastal features on the island. The cliff was formed from volcanic activity millions of years ago, and its unique structure makes it a favorite spot for geologists and photographers alike. Not far from Kilt Rock, you'll find the famous Mealt Falls, which cascades directly into the sea, adding to the drama of the landscape. The area is rich in wildlife, too. Keep an eye out for dolphins and seabirds as you marvel at the natural beauty. Historically, this rugged coast has long been a place of significance for the island's inhabitants, offering both a natural defense and breathtaking views of the Hebridean waters beyond. Mealt Falls. Have you ever seen a waterfall plunge straight into the ocean? Mealt Falls, located near Kilt Rock on Skye's northeastern coast, is one of the few waterfalls in the world that flows directly into the sea. The water originates from Loch Melt, a freshwater lake nearby, and tumbles 60 meters over the cliffs of Kilt Rock before disappearing into the waves below. The constant roar of the waterfall, combined with the dramatic cliffs, creates an unforgettable sensory experience. On windy days, the strong sea breezes can cause the water to be blown back upwards, adding to the spectacle. Geologically, the area is fascinating due to the volcanic rock formations that make up Kilt Rock itself, a striking example of Skye's ancient volcanic past. Mealt Falls also has a place in the island's folklore, with legends of mythical creatures and spirits inhabiting the waters. The viewpoint offers a perfect vantage point to take in both the waterfall and the rugged coastline, making Mealt Falls one of the most visually and acoustically impressive natural features on Skye. Talisker Bay, located on Skye's rugged west coast, offers this rare combination of dramatic landscapes and peaceful seclusion. The bay is surrounded by steep cliffs and rock formations that make it feel like a hidden paradise, far removed from the busier tourist spots on the island. The beach itself is a mix of black and white sand, giving it a unique appearance, especially when the tide is out. Talisker Bay is a haven for wildlife. You might spot seals lounging on the rocks or seabirds circling overhead. The area is also home to the Talisker Waterfall, which spills down the cliffs into the bay, especially after heavy rains. Historically, the nearby Talisker House was once the home of the McCaskill clan, and the bay has been an important part of the island's heritage for centuries. Today, Talisker Bay is a peaceful retreat where visitors can enjoy the natural beauty of Skye's wild coastlines, framed by the distant outlines of the Cuillin Mountains. Talisker Distillery. This is the oldest working distillery on the Isle of Skye. Established in 1830 on the shores of Loch Harport, it has been producing one of Scotland's most famous single malt whiskies for nearly 2 centuries. Located in the remote village of Carbost, the distillery offers you a chance to explore the traditional whiskey-making process and taste its distinctive smoky, peaty flavor, influenced by the rugged coastal environment. Talisker's history is rich with stories of struggle and success, including a devastating fire in 1960 that destroyed much of the original building. However, it was rebuilt, and today, the distillery remains a testament to the island's resilience. Surrounded by the breathtaking scenery of the Cuillin Hills and Loch Harport, Talisker Distillery not only produces whiskey but also offers an authentic experience of Skye's natural beauty and cultural heritage. Neist Point Lighthouse. Perched dramatically on the westernmost tip of the Isle of Skye, Neist Point Lighthouse has been guiding ships through the treacherous waters of the Minch since 1909. This iconic white lighthouse, standing against a backdrop of towering sea cliffs, is not just a functional beacon, but a symbol of Skye's rugged beauty. Designed by David Allen Stevenson, a member of the famous Stevenson family of lighthouse engineers, Neist Point Lighthouse was built to help ships safely navigate the hazardous waters between Skye and the Outer Hebrides. Though now automated, the lighthouse still shines as a sentinel on this remote and windswept headland. Neist Point is renowned for its breathtaking views, offering panoramic vistas of the Atlantic Ocean and, on clear days, glimpses of the Outer Hebrides. The steep cliffs surrounding the lighthouse are home to a variety of seabirds. The area is also one of the best spots on Skye for wildlife. The dramatic scenery, with jagged cliffs plunging into the sea, makes Neist Point a favorite destination. Lealt Falls. Have you ever heard of a waterfall with a hidden industrial past? Lealt Falls, located on the eastern coast of the Isle of Skye, is not only a breathtaking natural wonder, but also a site steeped in history. The falls plunge dramatically down into a deep gorge before flowing into the sea, creating a stunning views that has captivated for generations. But what makes Lealt Falls unique is its connection to the island's industrial heritage. Nearby, you can find the remains of an old diatomite factory, which once extracted sky gold, a natural substance used in dynamite production. Diatomite was transported from the nearby Loch Quither down to the coast via a historic tramway, the remnants of which can still be seen today. The viewing platforms provide incredible perspectives of both the waterfall and the surrounding cliffs, allowing you to appreciate both the natural beauty and the historical significance of this hidden gem on Skye. Lealt Falls is a place where nature and history converge, offering a peaceful escape with a fascinating story to tell. Dunscaith Castle. Did you know that Dunscaith Castle, perched on a rocky promontory on Skye's southern coast, was once the legendary stronghold of the Clan MacDonald? Known as the Fortress of Shadows, this ancient ruin offers one of the most atmospheric and dramatic settings on the island. It is said that the castle was built by Scathach, a warrior queen in Irish mythology who trained legendary heroes like Cuillin in the art of combat. The remains of Dunscaith Castle, with its crumbling walls and precarious location above the sea, evoke a sense of mystery and adventure. You can walk across a narrow, natural rock bridge to explore the ruins and take in sweeping views of Loch Ishort and the Cuillin Mountains. Though much of the castle has fallen into ruin, it still stands as a testament to the island's turbulent history and the enduring legacy of its clans. Portree. This, the largest town on the Isle of Skye, is often considered the island's cultural and commercial hub, yet it maintains the charm of a traditional Highland village. Nestled among rugged cliffs and picturesque hills, Portree is the gateway for exploring Skye's dramatic landscapes, and its scenic harbor, lined with pastel-colored buildings, is one of the most iconic views on the island. The town's Gaelic name, Portree, translates to Kingsport, a nod to its historical significance as the location where King James V met local clan leaders in 1540 to assert his authority over the region. Portree is a vibrant community with a rich cultural heritage. With its lively town center, cozy pubs, and charming shops, Portree provides a warm welcome to those looking to experience both the natural and cultural richness of Skye. Duntulm Castle. Did you know that Duntulm Castle, located on the northernmost tip of the Isle of Skye, was once a powerful fortress for the Clan MacDonald. The castle, now a ruin, sits dramatically on a cliff overlooking the sea and the islands of the Outer Hebrides. Duntulm has a long and tumultuous history, having been the site of fierce battles, betrayals, and clan feuds. Legend has it that the castle was abandoned after a tragic event in which a child fell from one of the windows, leading to a curse on the MacDonald family. Today, you can wander through the ruins and imagine the lives of those who once defended this remote stronghold. The location offers spectacular views and a sense of isolation, making it easy to see why Duntulm was chosen as a strategic fortress. So, tell us what your favorite place in Isle of Skye is. We'd love to know. Please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and continue creating more content. Thanks for watching, and see you on our next adventure. Happy travels.